AwkwardInterneters, Cassie here. Today I'm going to enlighten you about a topic that is widely debated across the internet, I suppose you could say, and that is why you shouldn't join a fandom. Now, I'm a part of a lot of fandoms actually. I'm part of the Sherlock, Supernatural, Berlin. I've been in those fandoms for nearly a year now, so I know basically everything. If you don't actually know what a fandom is, it is basically a large majority of people who are fans of the same thing. Fandoms are great, I really do love them so much, but sometimes, well most times, they can become really creepy and insane. And by creepy, I mean stalkerish and definitely over-obsessed. Probably over-obsessed to the point where Photoshop should be taken away from them. Forever. Basically, there are three main reasons why you shouldn't join a fandom. Three reasons I found out myself. Those reasons are basically known to everyone in the fandoms, but they're still in the fandoms anyway. The first reason is because of the TV shows in general. Do I really need to elaborate on either the Reichenbach Fall, The Angels Take Over Manhattan, or Swan Song? Because those TV shows, or those specific shows or episodes that I just mentioned, basically like to rip out your heart and stomp on it while giving you an electric shock and shooting you in the head with an M16 assault rifle. That's basically how painful it is. The second reason is the actors themselves. So I'm talking about Benedict Cumberbatch, Jared Padalecki, Jensen Ackles, Misha Collins, Bradley James, especially Bradley James, Colin Morgan. We tend to find ourselves just sobbing uncontrollably over these actors, whether it's when we're watching the show or whether we're just scrolling through Tumblr just looking at fan-made porn and ships with them in it. We even watch shows we don't like just to see those actors, and I think that's pretty good determination. And of course, these very attractive men have millions of wives over the world. I myself am married to Jensen Ackles. I don't know if he knows that, but yeah, we got married a few months ago. Love you, Jensen. The third, probably the most terrifying reason is OTPs. If you're a member of Tumblr, then you would know that the OTP side and the fandom side of Tumblr is terrifying and frankly life-ruining. Frankly, it's probably the most homoerotic part of Tumblr, and as you know, Tumblr has a very broad base of topics. Yeah, I was talking about homoerotica. And then stuff happens. Anyway. I suppose there are three types of people with OTPs. The first one is the person who just thinks they're cute together, which I don't think there's many of those, because once you freaking find a ship, you're obsessed from the start. The second person is the completely obsessed person, who basically screams and cries over their OTPs. They read fan fictions, they watch videos, and they even make their own fan art, even if they can't draw. And then we have the third, which is the person who just wants them to bang. They're obsessed with the homoerotic fanfictions, videos and photos. Basically, there are a lot of homoerotic fandom videos on the internet. But let's be honest, everyone in the fandom always has this small part of them that really, really enjoys the homoerotic fanfictions. I, for one, am probably one of them. I must admit, I'm probably a mix of 2 and 3. I mean, how can you resist steamy Johnlock fanfics? But seriously, fandoms are great. I love them so much. When I first joined fandom, I think I was in the Sherlock fandom first. I was going through a really hard time. I just moved to Singapore and I had no friends, and my boyfriend was all the way in Australia, and when I joined this fandom, it actually made me feel like I belonged somewhere, because I was in this small minority of people who loved Sherlock and wanted to bang Benedict Cumberbatch. Fandoms do make me really happy, and I'm sure they'll make you happy as well, but trust me, it will make you insane. Till my next video, I hope you can try to discover some of these fandoms, and I will see you next time. Over and out.